Alright, so I'm going to make a quick video of this because I want to save all these ideas and I don't have time to type this all out. But this is a list of the whole Ashtanga syllabus. Like, I just from memory sat down, so some of the spelling's not exactly right, but went through counting everything out and naming them. So the hash marks are where I was counting the asanas, and then they're named. And at first, I counted like 15 at a time, and then I'd name them out. And then I just got where I was just doing 5 at a time and then listing them. And so that's the whole thing. And I didn't put the sun salutations on the front end. I just started with standing, and then I went all the way through all of the series, and then to the finishing at the bottom. And so the stuff that I want to remember, that I want to work on, is I've been teaching Ashtanga to somebody who didn't know any yoga at all. And so it's really very different to teach this stuff to somebody who doesn't know any of it versus the way most of the Ashtangis came to it. They had already been practicing yoga. Almost all of the first generation people that I've seen have talked about how they had a copy of Light on Yoga and they were practicing yoga before they started Ashtanga. So it's been really interesting to teach it to somebody who is not familiar with yoga at all, and so the movements are difficult. And so what I started to notice is that it seems like doing things one leg at a time, the way primary starts out. So like, where is it? Like all in this section, the Mrichi asanas, just before Bhujapidasana, basically, primary from even the Paschimos in the beginning, but like all of the Janushasanas and the Mrichiasanas, all that one-legged stuff seems to be the stuff that's helping her the most. And then I started looking like, wow, then you start in with this two-legged stuff, and you do a lot of like really intense two-legged stuff in second series. And I was looking for some easy back bends, and I didn't find those easy back bends until like in Advanced A, when you do Ekapada Dhanurasana. That, was probably one of the easier ways of bending your back and stretching the front of your thigh and stuff, lying down. And then I noticed that there was some other like one-legged work that you do in the To Advanced series, and I thought, oh wow, this is weird. I'm going to look at this as I'm teaching her and kind of highlight what we learn first, like as a first layer, because I'm almost wondering if this thing, if you could teach it in more of like a spiraling method, where like the hardest postures are actually in the center of this list, and you start out more like around the outside, not like necessarily with the finishing stuff, but like around the outside there's a layer of things, and then you would add to that another layer, and then kind of keep going in until you completed the whole thing, as opposed to learning it in a linear way. That linear performance of it would be like some sort of ceremonial performance, but the actual learning of this stuff to me seems like it may be more cyclical. So that's going to be interesting. That's something I'm going to work on over time. Yep. Okay.